How do you avoid election infection? During this crazy season as we ramp up to election day, how do we as Jesus followers avoid getting sucked into all the negativity, all the criticism, all the divisiveness, all the vitriol, all the anger? How do we avoid getting caught up in that? How do we avoid getting, caught up in yelling at each other and positioning and maneuvering and manipulating? How do we avoid all the deception and wondering who in the world do we believe? Well, part of the way we do that, part of the way we don't get caught up in all that is we, as Jesus followers, we refuse to let politics or a political party or any candidate, we refuse to let those become an idol. Now, an idol, the scriptural idea of an idol is anything that we would use to stand in the place of or to replace God. Now, an idol can be anything. Don't just think of, a stone graven image like in the Old Testament. Think of something in your life that would stand in the place of God. It can be a person. It can certainly be a political party. An idol can be the way you spend your time, the way you spend your money. Money can be an idol. There's so many things that can be an idol that you can put in God's place. And one of the things that we tend to do with our political leaders, our political parties, is we tend to put a lot of hope in them. I know lots and lots of people, and you probably do too. I hope you're not one of them. But a lot of people really, truly believe that their life is going to get worse if their person isn't elected, and their life is going to get better if their person is elected. And we begin to put all of our hope in our system, all of our hope in our candidate, all of our hope in our party. And when you place your hope in anything that is mortal, anything that is not eternal, anything that is not God, you have created an idol. And so if a particular candidate, if you're holding out hope that he's the only hope our state has, or she's the only hope our state has, or this person, this party is the only hope our nation has, then what you have done is elevated that person or that party into the place of God. We are to only hope in God, because God is the only one who will never fail us. God is the only one who always comes through. So we must, as Jesus followers, refuse to make politics an idol. Now, there's a great verse in the book of Psalms, Psalm 20, verse 7. It says that some trust in chariots and some trust in horses, but we, God's people, we trust in the name of the Lord our God. It's a very political song verse. It's saying, there are people who trust in the power of their nation. There are people who trust in the power of their political system. There are people who trust in the power of their leaders, but we as God's people, not us, we trust only in the power that comes from God. So today, refuse to make politics or a politician an idol, and see if that doesn't help you avoid election infection. On another note, can I make a quick left turn this morning and ask you to please say some prayers for our friends in Novograd Volynski. I saw on my app this morning that they had two bomb alarms go off last night, so they were under attack last night. I have not heard from anybody yet, but as soon as I do, I'll let you guys know. Thank you for saying a prayer for them, and thank you for being a Jesus follower who trusts in the Lord that they're okay. I'll see you later. Have a good day.